Women's history is history. There are so many people, especially right here in Utah, who were overlooked at the time. But when we focus on those voices that we don't always hear from in the past, we can learn something.
The early female legislators that we had with Martha Hughes Cannon and Alice Merrill Horn and forming the first Arts Council, not just in Utah, but throughout the entire country, these were pretty phenomenal female leaders that we can all look up to and aspire to.
One of the women whose stories has impacted me the most is Alice Kasai. What Alice did really amazes me. She led out in the Japanese American Citizens League, trying to coordinate aid for families in camps like Topaz. And she also worked really hard to try to break down those misunderstandings that had caused the problem. And so you can see her experiencing this great injustice personally and taking that as an opportunity to solve that problem, to try to create understanding and bridge those barriers. Martha Hughes Cannon is a doctor, a suffragist, a public health advocate, and really a trailblazer for not only Utah women, but women in America. She runs for the legislature, and she actually beat her own husband in the first election that women could run for office in Utah in 1896. What's more important to me is that she had this plan. As soon as she's in the legislature, she's introducing bills to protect women and children's health, to establish our state board of health, which is now our Department of Health, and so many other things. So she was using the skills and the experience that she had gained to make Utah a better place, and I love that.
My grandmother was a huge influence on me, and she's the reason I'm a librarian to this day and why I'm so successful. I mean, she didn't have the opportunities that I had, so she made sure that I, as her granddaughter, had every opportunity, and also to give me the confidence to let me know that even though I might have been different, I had a different background than people, different experiences, I still could find my place of where I belong.
I was very close to my parents and my mom in particular, and I also had two very strong professional grandmothers who had educational experiences and master's degrees that a lot of women in their generation didn't achieve. And so I always looked up to that, and I was always raised with the thought that I could do more and I could be more than I ever thought possible.
I'm lucky enough, I work in the Department of Community and Cultural Engagement, and we have some really powerful, talented leaders, women leaders in that. And just to be able to celebrate during Women's History Month all of those people that put an effort forth every day to get up and come, even if they don't feel like they belong or they have imposter syndrome, that really gives that next generation or people that are looking to you as a leader, like, hey, I can do this too. So it's important for us to take time and make space.
It's really exciting to me that we have a lot of women who are very visible in our political leadership at the moment. We have a historic legislative team where both the minority caucuses in the House and the Senate are led by women, and that's important. We have a lieutenant governor who is visible and making her voice heard on a lot of issues that especially touch on women's lives that haven't been focused on before. And I hope that when we learn more about the women who have shaped our state and really impacted the place that we call home, that all Utahns will feel that they can do the same thing, that they can step up, that they can make a difference, that their voice can be heard, and to make positive change.